Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Neerav, and today we're going to talk about one of the most important aspects of personal finance, budgeting. What is a budget? A budget is a plan that helps you manage your money. It helps you figure out how much money you get, spend, and save. Creating a budget can help you take control of your finances, reduce debt, and improve your overall financial well-being. So let's get started. Before creating a budget, it is important to define your financial goals. Ideally, what you want to achieve with this money. So, your goal in this case could be that you are saving to pay off debt. It could be you're saving for investment or for a down payment for your house or a car. And the last one could be savings for retirement. It could be different for different people. Once you've identified this objective, you can create a budget that supports all of these goals. The next step is to track your income. To create an effective budget, you need to know how much money you have coming in and where your money is going. Start by tracking your income, including your salary, which would be the primary and the only income for most of us. Second way that you can make your income through your job is through bonus, and these could be your year-end bonuses or your signing bonuses. Thirdly, for some people, it could be through dividends. And finally, it could be through interest that you earn on any of your savings or checking account. Once you've identified all of your income sources, next we start identifying all of our expenses, starting with rent, be groceries, utilities, and your utilities can include your phone, hydro, Wi-Fi. Then the fourth thing that we can track would be entertainment. And your entertainment includes everything like your subscriptions. So like your Netflix, your Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, Spotify, everything is included in this. Anything including say like fashion, clothes, etc., dining out. And your fifth expense in this case would be transportation. This could be your public transit, it could be Uber or Lyft. Once you've tracked your expenses, it's time to categorize them. You need to divide these expenses in terms of needs versus wants. Ideally, what needs are the things that you most need to survive, such as your rent, groceries, utilities. Of course, if you're renting, you need your phone, you need a hydro bill to pay, and you need Wi-Fi. So I'll add the categories 1, 2, and 3 in here as needs. These are the ones that you absolutely need to take care of first before moving on to the wants. The wants are ideally those things that you don't essentially need to survive, but those are more to keep you happy, get your dopamine levels up, and all of these include entertainment like your subscriptions, dining out, eating out with your friends, going to bars. Fashion is if you're a fashionista, if you love to shop, this fashion's included in there. So I'm going to include number 4 in wants. And in terms of transportation, can ideally go on both sides, but I'm going to add it as 5 because it may so be that you might choose to take an Uber as opposed to public transit just because you want to get there faster or you don't want to spend that much time in public transit. Now, once you've identified your needs and wants, you need to track how much money you're spending across all of these. And then to set a benchmark, there is a 50-30-20 rule. And according to the 50-30-20 rule, your 50% of your income is allocated to your needs, 30% to your wants, and 20% to your savings and debt payments. Now, you don't have to hold yourself accountable to these numbers. Ideally, if you can do better in your first two numbers, which is the 80%, say like your needs and wants are completed within 60% mark, that is amazing work, because now you have that extra 20% that you can use towards your savings, towards your debt payments, or any of the financial goals that you have identified before building this budget. Now, a different case on a flip side, if after identifying your needs and wants, you find out that your needs and wants expenses exceed 80%, that is a bit of a problem. And in order to resolve this problem, you need to go back to all of these expenses. You need to start assessing where you are spending a lot of money and where can you cut back. So I'll start with the needs. In terms of the rent, if you are paying too much, is it possible for you to move into a new apartment without affecting your current lifestyle? It could be slightly away from where you are living, or maybe it could be nearby, just that it may not be that fancy enough. If that is something you can do, that's one way to cut back. I would not recommend cutting back on eating less, but if there are alternative grocery stores which provide you better value, that's another way to cut back. On your utilities, maybe you may not have an option to cut back on there, but if you can do that. Entertainment is where you can cut back the most, what I think, because usually a lot of people have multiple subscriptions. And say for instance, you have a Netflix subscription, you have Disney Plus and you have Spotify. But Netflix is the only one that you binge watch a lot, and Spotify and Disney Plus are more sparing. You definitely can cancel those subscriptions, and when you need them, you can sign up again. Spotify and Disney Plus are not going to come after you and ask you as to why did you cancel them. So those are some of the ways that you can cut back on some of these expenses, and then bring yourself back within these rules, or do better, as I said, to come back down to like a 70 or a 60%. Now, I did this on a whiteboard, but you can definitely do this on a notebook, Excel sheet, or there are several apps that will help you budget well. And I have attached a link down into the description below for these apps. Remember, budgeting and reducing your total monthly expenses takes time, because we are all in different financial situations, and it could be faster for a couple of people and could be slower for some of us. But if you stay motivated and consistently track in a much disciplined manner, in a couple of months, you will notice a big difference in your savings account. This video up here will help you strategize on how to reduce your monthly expenses and save more. If you found this video useful, consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you next time.